We're back with Dee Shelton from the Greensboro Fire Department. All right, we've got a text question here that says, I have a gas pack for heating and cooling. Can I unplug my CO monitors during the summertime when the heat isn't running?
So even with like any kind of a home heating system, usually in the summertime, we're just cutting the thermostat back or switching to air, but usually your pilot light is still burning, and that is putting off carbon monoxide as well. So you always want to keep that carbon monoxide, that CO alarm plugged in, just to be sure.
Okay. Let's talk about some grill safety. I mean, I could smell all of the people doing the hamburgers and hot dogs on the grill during Memorial Day. Let's talk about Grill Safety 101. The biggest thing always is how close people usually have their grill to their house.
Location, location, location. So making sure in a regular residential setting in a home, a single family home, you want to make sure that you have it at least 3 feet away from the home or anything that will catch fire, making sure there's nothing above you that it can catch fire, the eaves or trees or a tent, whatever. And be careful of being on a wooden deck with the railings as well. If you live in an apartment complex here in the city, or any of the townhouses where you've got the balconies, the tanks, the gas tanks, nor the grills are allowed on those balconies. And for the code, the fire code with that, it is a 10-foot rule instead of a 3-foot rule.
Okay, so no barbecues on any kind of balcony if you're in an apartment or that kind of thing.
Not here in Greensboro, no.
Not in Greensboro. All right, someone's asking for us to please repeat the phone number for the fire alarm changing by the fire department. Now remember again, this is for the Greensboro Fire Department. It's on the bottom of your screen right now.
And Tanya, even if they're not in Greensboro, if they're somewhere local, we can help them find their fire department.
Okay, and that number there is 336, of course, 373-2576. That's the Greensboro Fire Department smoke alarm hotline. That is specifically for those smoke alarms. If you got another issue, that's not your hotline. But if you want the alarm, that is the number. We're going to keep it up there for just a little while so you can screenshot it or take it down, whatever you need to do with that. All right, when we're talking about fire pits and things of that nature, too, those ones are a couple of feet from the house. Maybe they're way out from the house, but they're underneath trees. What do we need to keep in mind?
Yeah, again, location is huge, but those, because you've got embers that could float, the wind could carry those. You want those to be, I like for them to be at least 15 to 20 feet away from the structure. And again, making sure there's no wood line that's near you, keeping that cleared away because those embers could blow and cause a fire.
Okay. When it comes to summertime, what is like a common misconception safety-wise that people have?
Oh, wow. I think electrical, for instance, like right now, there's some storms coming across the triad, and I think a lot of people take for granted the lightning. If you're near water or in water, you need to get out of it. You need to heed that warning. I think that's one of the biggest ones for summer.
I think people always think to themselves, well, it looks far enough off and I just want to keep having a little bit of fun here.
Right, right. Need to move as quickly. As soon as you hear thunder, you need to be moving.
All right, and I know that October is normally when we talk about like the smoke alarms and things of that nature and making a plan. Saturday is Smoke Alarm Saturday, if any of you missed it, so that is statewide. But the other thing that you guys talk about when you talk about smoke alarms is having a plan. Why is it like such a big deal to actually rehearse the plan? Because I know some families are like, I don't want to scare my kids.
Well, I know if you're in a hotel, that plan is on the back of your door. You don't know that area well. But at home, you're not going to run and look at this plan that we try to teach you how to do. But you definitely, if you practice it, it's more of a tabletop exercise. If you practice it with everyone in the family, everyone is a little more secure and a little more sure of what they are to do if the fire happens. And you do that training pretending it's in one area, and then the next time pretend the fire's in another area, and just kind of work with the family. You can always set off your alarms, and it's a great time to test those alarms as well.
All right, and if you've got a 2-story house, you always tell people that you need more than one way to get out of the house. So if you can't go down the stairs, that means you're going out the window. So are we talking about a like roll-up ladder?
There are ladders in most of your hardware stores, Lowe's, Home Depot, those places. It's a specific type of ladder that attaches to your window and takes you out that window. They are meant only for emergency use, but there's plenty of those different models, different brands out there, but they're a great addition to your home safety plan.
All right. All right, so if you missed any of this information, whether that's the bike safety that they're doing tomorrow night or smoke alarm Saturday or any of this with the fire pit, the grill, whatever, all you have to do is look in the 2 Wants to Know section of WFNYnews2.com.